Game 4 of the Grand Finals. McCrendleton versus Yoshi. McCrendleton going for the battleship. 2 times today they've fought. 2 times today McCrendleton has won the battleship round. And Yoshi was stated earlier to have only 3 tier 10 battleships. We know he's got a Burgone, we know he has a Conqueror, and we know he has a Yamato. Goes ahead and reaches back for the Yamato once again, going for the overmatch guns. Some of the biggest guns in the game, for now. McCrendleton picking the Kremlin. Extremely well armored, very capable, and also having some pretty meaty guns as well. 457s. Has 9 of them. And does have a damage gun that's probably not going to matter against a Yamato unless Yoshi went secondary spec for the memes. But I would have to assume he did not. Quick, what do you think on this one? Yamato, I still think it's a medium to long range boat. Kremlin's easily going to want to get into medium range and force the short range fight. I think it goes to the Kremlin here. I just don't think the Yamato's going to be able to alpha the Kremlin off the field.
Yeah, I think if Rendell just pushes again, kind of like he did in the Republic and eventually did in the Monty, just kind of tries to run Yoshi down, get him into a drive-by. The Kreml's the ship you want to be in that situation over Yamato.
So I think we saw some shots exchanged. I didn't actually remember who was the one that shot them, saying, "I'm over here." But it's going to be a while before they actually spot each other. Quite a bit of island in the way. And Yoshi looking to displace. McCrendleton not going in the open water this time, is running it down using island cover to get into mid to short range. If Yoshi is able to pop around that island, not quite enough angle for those shells to really bite. So the Yamato might land some damage, but I don't think it's going to be critical unless McCrendleton cuts to the north.
Well, and Rendell's guns are rotating over, so you gotta believe he's got RPF on this. So
he can't. It's a Kremlin.
You cannot mount RPF on battleships anymore.
I'm a fool.
And he does cut to the north. Yoshi's going to be moving over. He is fairly south of the island. This is not going to be a quick transition. 2 ships passing in the night. And Yamato is looking off way in the distance. Bit of a surprise there. And McCrendleton had a giant weakness that does not get exposed. McCrendleton continuing to push directly for the cap of Yoshi, just running it down mid, as Yoshi looks for the cheeky angles, trying to make something happen. McCrendleton popping off some ASW planes, basically stating, "I have no idea where you are."
Well, and he gives himself away. They still had not spotted each other yet there. Yeah. And now he's told Yoshi where he is.
She knows where he is.
Okay, here we go. Yoshi's gun still transiting, and that's going to be the spot. That's going to be the spot. Is he able to find the shot? He's turning. Guns bark from the Kremlin. Goes both ways. Broadside on broadside. Big thunks. Bigger thunk on the Kremlin. That's going to take him down to 85. Yoshi actually takes a bit of a hit. 17,000 compared to the 23 that he landed into McCrendle. He's going to get the better of the trade. There's no doubt about that. However, McCrendleton is closer to the cap of Yoshi. He doesn't have to chase down the Yamato. He simply has to go into the cap and force the Yamato to come back to him.
Well, and we've seen Yoshi have to return to cap once and did quite an excellent job against Coop and DDs. So we'll see if he can repeat that. But Rendell's got a lot of time here to set up. The Yamato is not particularly maneuverable. None of the battleships are. And there's basically only one lane Yoshi can take to get back and really defend. So Rendell ought to know where his opponent's coming from.
Big question to me is he going to try to stay open and go for some trades using the immense amount of armor that the Kremlin has? Or does he go for the safe play? Pull in on the side of the island, force Yoshi to really make some ballerina moves here, as he's about 30 seconds into the take on the cap. 2.5 minutes remaining. Yoshi very far away. If this Kremlin tucks in behind the island, I don't even know if Yoshi's going to be able to see him to take shots. That being said, He is spotted by the spotter plane of the Yamato, and that's going to give the reset. That gives Yoshi 3 more minutes to try to pull this one back. McCrandleton not using the island in the center of the map, instead favoring the open water approach, which I cannot agree with. He's got his guns turned looking for Yoshi, but he doesn't see him. Doesn't have any kind of spotter plane for himself.
I think he might actually be just making a big turn. I think he's going to probably abandon the cap here and basically get his bow going north to try to almost T-bone Yoshi on the way back.
The thing is, Yoshi sees him. The spotter plane's up, so Yoshi can see Rendell right now.
Spotter plane's probably up for a good 30 seconds to a minute more. Guns should be clear very soon. Spotter does go down. That's going to mean McCrandleton is off. However, pretty soon that control tower comes out from behind the island. Shells will be exchanged. Yamato showing quite a bit more side than the Kremlin, and though the Kremlin is slow to shoot, shells not coming out from McCrandleton, not looking to exploit the opening he was given, and seemingly off making a sandwich. Perhaps McCrandleton had to take a shit.
You almost think he was just waiting for the perfect shot and never saw it, so he never fired.
Yeah, so 2 shots from the Yamato, 1 shot from the Kremlin. That's not the exchange rate you want to see. Yoshi currently sitting 80,000 against McCrandleton, down to 72. McCrandleton going to pull forward now. Yamato's guns almost cycled. Probably about another 10 seconds before they fire. He's going to get behind an island and go dark. Spotter plane will still be down. Shells don't connect for any real significant damage. McCrandleton either A, going to look to hide, or B, going to look to charge. He has the point lead. If he's able to ram the Yamato, which he absolutely could, simply bow in and making it happen in the Kremlin, that would secure this round for him, forcing Yoshi to a game 5 where he would pick his choice. Big shells come in, Kremlin down to 63, Yamato back up to 85, but really does it even matter if it comes to a ram, and that's got to be what's on McCrandleton's mind.
Yeah, we have seen him ram for the win like this before, you know, using the roll set to your advantage, but Yoshi gives him a lot of cheek kind of anticipating that. And I think we're going to get the world's slowest drag race here.
So we're not going to get the ram. Yoshi pulls the gamer turn, does bail. Guns of the Kremlin are going to be tracking much faster than those of the Yamato. Yamato has harsh language right now at its disposal and nothing else as he runs away using his secondaries. Gets slapped right on the ass. That's going to take it. McCrandleton, undefeated in battleships against Yoshi today, takes the second point. That's going to tie it up 2-2, running it all the way to a game 5. Losers bracket choice for game 5. Yoshi going to have his choice of how he wants to contest this. We will see who wins.